Morning, everyone. Welcome to Thorny Bush, and welcome to a greyish morning here in Africa. My name is Mark. Becky's on camera with me, with Andy in final control. A lot warmer than it was yesterday. This cloud cover tends to act as a blanket. It's quite a calm and comfortable morning, should I say, and a very disappointing morning too, because Becky and I came out very, very early. We left camp about half an hour ago or so in the dark to try and get up to see if we could find these lions. They killed a wildebeest yesterday, and I have to give you a bit of I'll give you a bit of background shortly. But excuse me. Okay, let me turn that down. So, anyways, here we are. We're at this area where they killed the wildebeest, and grass is flattened. I've got the stomach contents on this side of me, and on that side of us is a completely demolished carcass of a wildebeest. Fully articulated spine, ribs are still intact. These cats ate and ran. Well, they didn't really run. They've headed back towards the den site up at the north. Are you on there now? So as you can see, they've licked it pretty much clean. What's very, very surprising to me is that when we got here, it was still a little bit dark a few minutes ago, and it's getting light very quickly. But there was a hooded vulture coming in already. It's not even light yet, and there's a hooded vulture. Maybe it even slept here yesterday. Possible. But such is c'est la vie, as they say. So it goes. I spent 2 days tracking those lions. The day before yesterday, we weren't online. Becky and I were out, managed to follow tracks up in the north, and followed the tracks to an area where I just couldn't go off-road and find them, but isolated them to a particular area. And then yesterday morning, we followed their tracks, and then picked up on where we'd left off yesterday, finding out that they hadn't really moved at all during the day, and I figured that something was here for a tawny eagle sitting in a tree, and that's probably what brought maybe a hooded vulture yesterday at some point. And then one of the guys, just before sunset, one of the guys found the lion with the wildebeest. And I'm guessing that they'd probably killed it earlier during the day, and that it had already been fed on for some time. But it's not unusual for hungry cats to demolish a carcass like this. Possible that some hyena came in during the night. It was a little bit dark looking at tracks this morning, although I would have seen them. So coming up from the south, I would have seen any tracks. Now I'll be able to have a look at tracks heading back north and try and see how far north we can get. The lion their tracks have been found. I'm not too sure if they've been found. I'm going to listen to the radio, but their tracks have been found considerably north of here, and I think it's possible it's already out of our signal range. So once again, the cats have evaded us, eluded us, avoided us. Avoided, eluded, and evaded. And so we start all over again. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back down towards the river, because the baboon were barking, and I think our other cats are moving, and I hope we're not going to miss her. This is Malawan female leopard and her cubs, and the fact that the baboons were barking tells me that maybe she's on the move again. So we are far away from there. We'll just have to drive and see what we could find along the way. So a little bit of a disappointment. I was really looking forward to getting some footage of the cats. We haven't had them on camera yet. And this is the closest we've come. It was close yesterday. In fact, we were just behind these bushes, behind the wildebeest, the road where the road is, and I was about to come in here and look for them, and I just didn't hear them. Okay, well, I guess we ought to be on our way. A couple of leg bones lying under the tree there. Could have been a lovely visual. Grass is flat. Life and death in the African savannah. vulture that's sitting up above us on that tree. We'll be able to come and get a lot of the soft tissue off of these bones. They can lick bones, they can lick meat off bones, these vultures. And we're going to come back here later this afternoon and probably find that those bones are licked clean. Getting lunch. Drove over and almost caught them. There's the branch I left in the road, right here. This is the tree I broke. It was so close. Was the tawny in this tree? No, it was in that dead tree over there. It was the tawny eagle. But yeah, well, right here where I was standing, they've been sleeping. They lay in the road and they urinated right on top of my footprints over there. And they were walking up and down here. There's a male with them. Oh boy. Well, welcome to Africa. Let's see what the boys are saying on the radio. This is Africa. This is how it goes. We weren't the only ones that tried to get up early and get here early. I think everybody was up early this morning. Because before we went live at 6:30, the guys were already on their on their tracks, following their tracks. Already at least 4 vehicles out there. No sunrise today. Patches of blue sky start opening up. Right in front of us. The male is still here at the dam at Waxful Pad, and all the vehicles are somewhere else on the tracks to the females, and the male is calling right here somewhere. Where are you, boy? I'm gonna find you. Here he is. This is the little boy. Ooh. 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 young man. What you doing? Hello, boyki. Where's your family? This is our first lion on camera. Live. Here at Thorny Bush. You're gonna call again for me? Fat belly. Not copying, but we got signal. What I'm thinking is that the females have all gone back to the other females, or yeah, I gotta call it in. Station is young, my daughter is at Wakeful Pad. Oh, I can smell his urine, he's just been spraying here. I'm thinking that the females have all gone back up towards the den site. He's trying to locate them. Don't go below the dam wall. The heron. Oh, I can't see him now, and I don't want to lose him. I don't know if he's going to cross through. There's a sign of him. Got to listen. See if he goes through. We just disturbed a heron that was fishing here at the dam, complaining bitterly. What a strange tree. Don't even think I know what it is. No branches. The rest of the pride are up at the airstrip. Tom's Kaya, that must be Tom's Kaya, where we were following all the tracks 2 days ago. Where's this boy gone? It's so thick down here below the wall. I don't know if he's gone back up there. Walking in circles. Where did that come from? Could you hear? Oh, you've got headphones. There he is, right in front of us. Maybe he'll come and drink. I don't know who this is. Not a very young male. Maybe he's on. I can imagine. I didn't want to start the car. I didn't want to ruin that moment. But he's also using this dam, Waxpool dam. He's using it as an amplifier. That vehicle is actually vibrating, everyone. This is the most incredible thing to be with Lion when they're calling, because the sound is, it's just incredible. Young my daughter is now heading southeast from Waxpool Fan. I wanted to try and get in front of him, but he's not going to. Till his belly is full. It's full of wildebeest. Something's wrong with the focus. Don't go through the bush, boy. Can you just stay on the road for me? Thank you. What's wrong with the focus? It's not going on to autofocus. The revs down. You don't want to go at lion's pace. First gear's too slow. Ears come back every now and then. His ears point back just to listen to where we are. He's confident that I'm not going to push him too hard. That's the way the world. Mostly unconcerned with us because he's got his own agenda this morning. He was probably fast asleep when the females and the other two cubs got up and moved off. He's got two sisters basically. One of his two sisters has two very young cubs. Those two little cubs stay at the den site. They're still at the den site. They're only a couple of months old as far as I know. 3, maybe 4 months. And other sister that's got 2 older cubs. And then there's mom, who's known as the Black Dam female. What we call the Black Dam Pride. So from disappointment to elation. Watch this, he's gonna mark his territory. Here's that young boy we saw with a nick on his lip. Sorry. Andy, come in. Becky wants to know if the sound of his roaring is coming through too loud, perhaps. Roll in, boy. Found something to roll in. You're not going to see. He's going to roll in some dung. Disguise his scent. Sorry, only other radio was going. Who was that from? Morning, James. James was asking when he urinated on my footprints. Was that intentional or random? I think it was just random. Where they came back out onto the road. And, after sleeping and eating, the first thing cats do under those circumstances is toilet. And pardon? I know, Beck, I'm going to try and change. I'm trying to move. Have to. And I hope he's going to call again for us now. Good morning, young man. Calling a lot, and that other big male is not far away. Sorry, there's just a lot happening on the radio. It's hard to get both radios in the same ear and listen to everything. But yes, James, he probably would have, after sleeping, just come out onto the road and naturally urinated. It had nothing to do with me being there, I don't think. Which station? Worksville 10? Maybe it's tracked. going to move. I can't. Andy, I'm not copying anything. Try again. I think you were trying to get through to me. I'm not copying a word. It's just far too broken up and static. I'm going to try and move, see if it changes. Okay. Why? I don't even know if we've got signal. Oh. That's good. I'm going to walk probably right past you if he does. Try me again. No, I can't hear you. I'm hoping the signal's good, but I can't hear you. My batteries are flat. He's sitting funny because his belly is so full. He's probably quite uncomfortable. He's calling, hoping to get an answer from the females. They're not answering. I believe the male from up north, old male from up north, has come down and he's causing a bit of havoc with the females up on an airstrip known as Jackleberry Airstrip. And I'm thinking the way he's calling, that male's going to probably come down here and maybe there'll be an altercation. I don't know. I don't know how well you can see it, but you can see his nose is not fully pink. His nose is a little bit spotted. Just look this way again, boy. See? A few scars on his face. He's not a very young lion, but he's not fully adult yet. And I'm starting to think that he's not the brother of the two females. Probably about 4-year-old, maybe going on 5. Hello boy, don't look at me like that. Brad, come in. Can you go 8? You there? Brad, come in. Somebody's blocking this channel. Yeah, copy. Somebody's blocking 8. No, I'm still at Wex. I'm on Spoko, just southeast of Wexford Plan. I didn't copy. Go again. Copy. Got very sharp canines. Another indication of youth. What is he looking at? So basically his roaring, he's trying to locate other lion, whether it's the rest of the pride or it's another male. This is not necessarily territorial, because he's roaring, he's looking around, he's trying to look for an answer. I'm pleased all the other vehicles are with the other line, because it means that we can spend more time here. They have found another male lion, which is hang on. Hello, come in. Yeah, there's space for one, no lineup. I knew it. Gonna get up as soon as another vehicle starts coming in. We're gonna lose him now, because he's going. See, he must be telepathic. Because now. Hello, come in. Yeah, where are you now? Okay, copy that. Yeah, he's getting mobile again. He's cutting off of Sporkel, heading due south now into some Slatin. Cut straight through back to the tilt. Fitting. As we get down into the drainage line, and might just have to leave him be. We're very lucky that we have this weather, because it means that he's still calling. His quick chance voice be heard. I'm sure we're going to lose signal here. dam. No, can't get it. Thanks, Andy. Oh, Vivian and Chico, morning, good evening. Hello, Vivian. Good morning, people. Good night. Chicago, pretty close to midnight, right? Wanting to know if his roars can be heard by the rest of the park and the travel. I have no doubt his roars are heard by the rest of the pride. This weather, this cool, almost damp morning, I'm sure these roars are carrying at least 5, maybe more miles. And I don't think the rest of the pride are only about a mile or 2 away, just north of here, so they definitely can hear him. Where he is right now, I don't know. I'm going to have to stop, listen again. But as you can see, it's very, very thick bush. We're also starting to get a bit of rain, and that might actually start playing a bit of havoc with us. I might have to cover all the equipment. We'll see how it goes. So far, not too bad. When my glasses start getting too wet, I think then it becomes time to have to sign off until the weather changes. But I'd say since the last visual of this, my daughter at Waxel, on Shipoko, south of Waxel Pan. I'm going to try and relocate it to Waxel Pan. Best bet is to maybe head back towards maybe walk back towards the kill, or maybe back. No way of knowing. He's not sure where he wants to be. He's not getting an answer, which is not surprising. There's another big male on the show, on the scene. Hello, Anne in Rhode Island. Anne's asking if the lions use the road as a map is thought to get from place to place. Very much so. You see, the lion don't see them as roads. The lion sees them as pathways. There are pathways in the bush, and the cats, a lot of animals use the roads as pathways, and they will incorporate the roads within their territory. They will even use the roads as territorial boundaries because it's easier to walk along a road and mark your territory along the road than to just walk straight through bush. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to hang out on this side of this dam this side of this drainage line because it's open here. And hope that he maybe comes back out this way. We can hopefully hear him. He was making his way back through this thick of bush thickets. Maybe he's going to be calling again. It's starting to rain a bit heavier now. I just heard him briefly again. He is down there in the thicket, and we'll just have to wait and see. Hello, Ginny. In Virginia. Virginia. Stop making a noise, do that. Virginia is asking why he's making so much noise. Is it because he's looking for a honey? No, he's just trying to relocate the pride. He's trying to find out where the rest of the pride are. And what happens is, ordinarily he'll probably get an answer, but he's not getting an answer, so he's continuing to call until he does get an answer. And he also seems to have lost their scent trail. He seems to have kind of lost track of which way they went, which is why he's sniffing around, and he calls and he listens and he's looking around trying to get some idea of where they might have gone. But I'm thinking that they're not making any noise. They're up on an airstrip just north of us. And there's another male up there, and I'm not sure if it's a big male that's come down from the north or if it's that rogue male that's come in from outside the reserve from the Timbavati. That there's a big black maned lion. He's still down there. I can still hear him. No. Let's go back there again. Hello, Sarah in New York. Excuse me. Sarah wants to know if he's got a black spot on his lip. He's got a pretty nasty gash on his lip, Sarah. I saw this when I first saw him a couple of weeks ago. When we first had that, one of our first equipment failures, we blew a fuse in the deepest recesses of our equipment. The modulator played up a bit, and we went out and we spent the morning with these two lions. So I think the other lion up on the airstrip is the other male we saw that day. He was sporting this cut because they had a bit of an altercation, and that day I think it was the first day that he got cut because it was quite red. Now it's scabbed up and it seems to be healing. Probably got a smack on the face, got cut by a claw, and it's going to be a telltale scar for the rest of his life. My daughter's still colouring. He might come back up on his forepaw. He's just in the thicket below the damn wall. Probably thanks. Yeah. I mean, who was it? Sarah in New York, I think. I don't know who was more excited, me or the viewers, or Becky. Becky's not excited. I think Becky's bored. Not. Can't not be excited by this. And I hear there's some elephants just south of us too. Uh-huh. Sorry, Andy, I'm not getting that. Give it a minute or so. The radio's too static. It's too static. I might have come back out of the bush. Starting to get wet. We just have to stop and listen again. Yeah, elephants just south of us. That's his throat. Come, boy, keep cold, please. Well, so much for it burning open, it's actually getting thicker. And it would have to be this way. It's new moon, that's why it's like this. So also because we have to drive to town in my Land Rover and get wet. I don't know where he is. We certainly had a great time with him. He's had a... Yeah, I heard him now. The single low moan. when we're sitting with him, he's calling so much, he didn't pause. And now when I want him to call, because I want to locate him by calling, or through his sound, he's not saying a thing. Pretty sure he's not going to go south, because that's where the elephants are. No, I can't get to him. Sorry, I haven't been able to copy you. The other radio is going in my ear. I've got to listen to all of that at the moment. I'm back up there now. At least he's called. I'm going to try and relocate him. Just get this thing in my ear. Reverse psychology. Reverse engineering. I know there have been questions. Andy's been trying to get through on the radio. I've had to turn that radio down because there's so much action going on here with all these sites. It is this line. There's elephant that is busy just south of us. There's the other male lion. There's a different sighting, and there's female with cubs sighting. And amongst that, people are trying to get hold of me, so I need to just keep track of that radio. And I'll get back to questions and comments as soon as I can settle down with this male, if he will settle down. Forget what this road is now. So, Spanish. Where did you see him? Oh, okay. There he is. Okay, so yeah. All stations relocated. This other male, he's back at Waxpool Dam now on Shipene. Okay, can maybe contact me again now. I've got my radio back up. Oh no. I'll get to that one later. That's not really the right time to talk about that right now. Sorry, that's what Andy was saying. Always Waxpool here at Waxpool Pan. Lynn in Alaska. Is this Lynn, Alaska, Canada? Oh, Liz. Thorny Bush is about 15,000 hectares, I think is what Liz was asking. And temperature right now is probably around 18 degrees Celsius. Maybe not as high, maybe 15, 17 degrees. He's moving up and down and I'm getting in the way. That's why I just want to keep my distance out because I'm not too sure which direction he wants to go. I think he's going to get thirsty with all this calling. He needs to go and drink. I'm willing him to go to the water now. No. He heard that Lowe's coming. He heard the other vehicles on its way. So he's going to go and hide in the thick bush again. So I'm going to have to say, sorry, I lost him. It seems to be that this is where he loses the sense of the pride, because he's come back to the same place once again. Sorry, Andy, I've got that Sarah in New York and a cat, but I'm just going to have to hold off on that for a minute because the other guys, it's too much talking over you, so I'm not getting you at all. Hello, come in. Hello, come in. Are you coming to the Bengala? Yeah, he's now maybe over there, yeah. He's going to come out on Spenny again. Spenny, so he's Porco. Hi. Hope so. Okay.
I'm John.
Go, I'm John. You're going to Lowe's?
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
You want to go?
I'm just going to hang around. This is my daughter for now. Oh, great. Hello, come in. Alright, well there's too many vehicles here now. I'm going to have to get out of here. He's not supposed to be here, this kid. Yeah, I can hear him. Okay, copy. Yeah, now I can hear him here, just in the shutty. I think we need to get out of here.
Picking up the Ellies now.
See?
I'm picking up the Ellies.
We're picking up the Ellies.
No. He might come out at that little pan. He was there earlier, but he's backwards and forwards. He's trying to pick up, I think, on the center the rest of the fry. Yeah. Did you get a visual of him at all? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hi.
Hi. He's giving everybody the run around. Maybe you can hear these vehicles fading. But I think it's time we kind of vacated the area because it's just getting far too busy. Up and down, backwards and forwards. Absolutely. Yeah, he's coloring here at the moment. Tim. He's been up and down from Spenne tu spoko, spenne tu spoko. He's trying to call the rest of the crowd, and they're not answering. So
No, they know about him.
yeah, but they're not answering him.
No, that's a
This
different
is the
one.
other plant.
Yeah, we had the other one that ran from the female, but this is a different one. This is a younger one.
This the one with the cut on his lip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one we have there, I'm not sure where it comes from because
It's
I've
got-
never
it's
seen
black.
it before. It's got black mane.
Yeah, that's the guy's come from Timbawati.
From Timbawati, yeah.
I saw him and this one on the fence line a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
I think that's why this one's got a cut on the lip from that time.
exactly, yeah.
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 Are you going down to Ndlovu though?
Yeah, at the further eastern.
Yeah. I don't know, but there's a couple of vehicles there.
I think
But yes, you can hear them if you listen. They're just maybe 200 meters, 300 meters.
I think one guy left already.
Okay.
So I'm just
Yeah,
no,
filming them.
no, we're filming a 3D series, and we're broadcasting live right now. So we've got people all over the world watching us at this very moment.
No.
Yes, but not you because we can't put the camera on you.
That's nice.
Not without your permission.
Oh, he's here.
There, I can see movement through there.
You see him?
I can just see some movement, but the problem is he's got no direction. He was lying at that pan just
Yeah.
further here.
Yeah.
He was there for about 15 minutes. Then he went back onto Spenne, and now he's coming back this side.
I think they've been fighting with the other one.
Yeah,
He's
but
scared.
I think he's also trying to find the spoor for the others.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to leave because there's too many movers here now.
But I don't think there's someone coming for him.
No, everybody's on line up for the others,
Yeah.
but it's right here in the
Oh,
way
you mean
of,
there's
of
lots of cars there?
yeah, in the way of that Ndlovu side.
Okay.
I'd like to go there, but I
But
don't
then
know
it
what.
was left open lock. It's just me and somebody going there. Then I'm 10 minutes and I'll be out there. Okay, enjoy.
You too.
Have a lovely time. Dag wat.
And once again we reverse. This is a reverse safari. Reverse engineering the live game drive. Nice to get a lot of interest from the guests that pass us in the vehicle. So, where should we go? What should we do? I'll find out how many vehicles are with this elephant in a minute. Yeah. He's there. How many movers with that in Ndlovu lock? I think Lucky's held up with Bengala. Yeah, no, I'll if I can be on standby. I'm behind Lucky. I can't get past this Bengala sighting. Hello, come in. Hello, come in. Are you with Ngala? Would you take over that lock, please? I just want to know if I can move past you to go to Ndlovu. Or maybe we just... Sorry, this is not going to work. Okay, now I'm leaving the area. I'm pulling out of both Ngala and Ndlovu. I want to start making our way a bit south a little bit. This weather is starting to turn, it's starting to get a bit darker. I'd rather get a little bit closer to home. I can see some rain moving up. It's one of those things. It doesn't often happen that you have such an intense sighting. I mean, there we had nobody here, and then suddenly everybody's here. And most of the guys want to come and see the elephant. They're all lining up to see the elephant, and they have to get through the lion sighting to get to the elephant sighting. So it's not really working for me to sit around here, especially if there's rain coming. And well, hello tractor, there's a gunda. Okay. I think also, how are we doing with the lens? My glasses are starting to messed up a bit. I think we're going to have to... Let's see, what questions and what comments have I missed before it gets too heavy and before we shut down? Andy, if you... But yeah, it's going to be closing down time. Okay. Thanks, Andy. I'm going to stop and I want to show you something. This is mostly for the benefit of my friend Sharon in Austria, who's looking at maps. And Sharon's looking at Google Earth. So, this is the southern part of Thorny Bush. The airstrip that Sharon, here's your airstrip. Sharon's saying there are 4 dams south of that. So I'm guessing that I can't see anything. This is also quite an old map, and I need to overlay this with Google Earth to see what is different, because there are roads that have changed, for some that are here and some that aren't. He's still calling. So coming down sort of slightly southwest from the airstrip, we've got this main road that will show up very well on Google Earth, called the Southwester. There is Susu Dam, and coming south of that there's another one called Dingans Dam. To the southeast we have Langwan Dam and the Little Nkonka Plan. So those 4 are almost in a quadrangle. If we go to the one in the further southwest, just southwest of that is another one called Waxpool Pan. And as you can see, there's another very straight road that we would call a cut line, and Waxpool Pan, where we are right now, is just south of that, where I should be sitting on about 20 decibels according to my notes in terms of our signal. And I hope that helps you, Sharon. So we are now back on this Shipeni Road, and we're going to make our way a little bit south. We're going to go up to Bushwillow, and then, I don't know, we're going to get back to the river. I don't know how much longer we can stay live because the weather is turning, and we might have to throw the car cover over everything. We cannot afford any excess moisture to touch any terminals or any of the electronic equipment, because while there isn't that many volts, there's certainly enough amps on this thing to cause a bit of an explosion. But for now, well, maybe because I'm under a... This marula tree's lost all its leaves already. Pardon? I left the micro. Better than that. Scratch. No. What was it? No. It was Sarah in New York. What was Sarah saying about her cat? How are we going to go to town in this? Sarah in New York saying lion roaring made a cat go ballistic. Sent a cat in a frenzy. Anybody else have any of their animals react to that sound? Interesting. The rain is starting. I think we're going to have to say goodbye, much as I don't want to. Okay. Well, as you can see with and it's coming in even thicker. So I'm afraid, everybody, we're going to have to call it a day. Some of you get an early night, but fantastic and exciting morning. I was so disappointed having got up so early to come to this lion kill, expecting to see them here. But well, with a big male like this, judging by his belly, he's certainly had most of that kill. But we've had some fun. We've had some great comments and some questions from you. I hope that I've managed to address all your queries. I think Michael in Bavaria asking best time to come to Kruger. Once again, maybe Michael, we might address that a little bit later, because it's not an easy question to answer. It depends. One of my typical answers to that kind of question. It's the bush every time of the year. The animals are always there, everything is always there, and it depends on what you want to see and what your interests are. But I can get to that this afternoon, I'm sure. Well, just let me know the next time you're with us on the drive. If the weather changes in the next hour, who knows what will happen, but I'm going to start making my way back to camp, and we're going to be heading to town to pick up a piece of equipment, so hopefully our bitrate and our picture quality will be better later this afternoon. Everything will be back to normal. And thanks, Becky. Great camera stuff. Excellent audio this morning. And Andy and FC. Bye, everybody. We'll see you a bit later. 3 o'clock Central African time.